Good morning, everyone. Let me make sure I'm on the right tab. I just wanted to make sure I knew where all my stuff was. But welcome back to another chapter of Villainess Level 99. We are going to be starting chapter 4, which is 30 some pages long, I believe I counted correctly in this PDF document. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord. It is written by Satori Tanabata and illustrated by T. And yeah, hold on. Page fit. There we go. But yeah, currently chapter 4 is talking about a dragon we're gonna be meeting. So, woo, look. These are all characters. Last time we talked to Eleonora and dealt with her, like, adorable craziness. But now we are going to chapter 4. And we are almost actually halfway through this whole entire book. Or at least in page numbers we are. In page numbers from the whole document, we're halfway through the document. But chapter 4, the hidden boss meets a dragon. Go ahead, grab your juice, water, coffee, hot chocolate, whatever else you want to drink, tea, lemonade, all that good stuff. Currently, here we are. What's that prima donna's deal? I sighed. I think it's fine. Think of it as something you only have to deal with until graduation, and just be friends with her. Patrick and I were talking while walking side by side down a hallway at the academy. Eleonora hasn't seemed to have had enough of me and still talk to me all the time. I had been relying on Patrick, but he appeared to be amused seeing me be followed around by her. Patrick's like, "Oh, look, you have another friend." I don't want to deal with the Duke's family. I have, I've talked to Lady Eleanor a little bit. She's pretty strange, but she isn't a bad person. It wouldn't hurt you if you made a bit of an effort, Patrick remarked. I'll think about it, I groaned. Well, I'm heading back to my room now. Patrick really keeps pushing for us to get along. He knows you need friends. He's seen glimpses of the depression and the other shit. You need friends. And right now he's not sure if you consider him a friend. Having arrived in front of the dorms, I turned the corner and began walking in the opposite direction of Patrick, only to be stopped immediately. Oh, wait, Patrick called out. Are you going to the end of year party? I don't really care about social events, so I don't think I'll be going. I see, Patrick said after a moment. You should come if you change your mind. After saying goodbye to Patrick, I found myself thinking about the occasion while walking back to my room. The end of year party, huh? I muttered to myself. The school event was a proper soiree, as it doubled as social etiquette practice. In other words, it had nothing to do with me, so I figured it was fine to miss it. Oh, right. In the game, there was an event where you sneak out of the party venue for the love interest with the highest affection parameter. I did want to see whose route Alicia was currently going down, though it may not actually be useful information since we had already gone quite off track from the game story. I would be grateful if she were going down the main story, Prince Edwin's route. If that were the case, she would defeat the Demon Lord and then get engaged to the prince as the second coming of the Saintess, leaving me completely unaffected, at least idly. She would. Ideally, she would. I already told Patrick I wouldn't be attending. But perhaps it would be alright for me to show my face for a bit. The various thoughts swimming through my mind kept me from noticing someone's presence near me. Suddenly a voice called out to me from point blank range. Yumelia! Have you decided on your dress for the end of year party? Whoa, it's her again. Recently I had gotten somewhat used to her and my responses were becoming sub- superbly perfunctory? I don't know how to pronounce words, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. My dress. I can't wear my uniform? You absolutely cannot. We're going to wear fabulous dresses and dance. But I don't have a dance partner, I tried to reason. What? You have Patrick, don't you? The double ringlet-haired prima donna was saying something funny. Why is Patrick's name coming up? I knew how to dance. We had simple lessons at the academy, and I could probably dance pretty well if I used my physical abilities to their fullest for once. After all, it was a school event. It might be good to attend. The only thing was, did I even have a dress? Patrick doesn't have anything to do with this. Also, I don't have a dress. I see. If we had one made, it wouldn't be ready in time, then. I shall lend you one of mine. Let's pick it out together. I said I didn't have a dress, but it would have been more correct to say that I didn't know if I had a dress. I had spent the past year alternating only between my uniform and pajamas. I feel like there's a closet in my room. Maybe. After successfully shaking off Eleanor, I returned to my dorm. Hey Rita, do I own any dresses? Rita's eyes widened. How unusual for you to be concerned with dresses, my lady. You don't have to be so surprised. Since she was sent by my parents, Rita continued to relay their instructions to me. Just the other day, she had mentioned talks of an arranged marriage for the umpteenth time, which I brilliantly ignored. Rita had resigned to just relaying their messages rather than trying to get me to uphold their instructions because I always refused to listen. I need one for the end of year party. If we don't have one, I can just wear my uniform. Nonsense! This party is a special occasion, my lady. Let's do makeup as well. Makeup is unnecessary. Rita performed her job as a maid perfectly, and the tea she made was wonderful. I just wish that she would stop trying to take every chance she could to get me to dress up. I don't care about whether it's common sense or not in this world. Students shouldn't be wearing makeup. So, do we have any dresses? Well, we do, but Rita replied vaguely. She made her way to the closet and opened the doors to show me what was inside. Oh, I see. The closet was filled with a plethora of fabulous dresses. The pastel color dresses hurt my eyes. Oh, wow, I managed to force out. Oh, wonderful. These frills and ribbons are so exaggerated and totally awesome. The mistress ordered these, Rita responded to my sarcasm. I wonder how old this mother of mine thought I was. The dresses, which there were several of, were all warm colors, like pink and yellow. They were tailored to the measurements of my uniform, so sizing didn't seem like it would be an issue, but that made me more uncomfortable. Something a little plainer would be nice, like black or white. White is for weddings, and black is for funerals, Rita stated matter-of-factly. Then how about brown or gray? They're not really common colors. Why not? I don't dislike gray. Just then I heard the sound of a knock followed by someone's voice. Delivery for Lady Dolkness. I'll get it, Rita offered. I'll leave handling the guests to her. It's unfortunate, but I guess I'll give up on the end of year party. Wait, unfortunate? I didn't think I was particularly looking forward to the party. So why does it feel unfortunate? Rita returned while I was still pondering. It's from Her Majesty. It appeared that the guest brought a gift sent by the Queen. I had already received several gifts from the Queen, such as teas and treats. However, this gift looked different. What is that? Isn't it kind of big? Rita was holding a bag about as tall as her. It was the perfect size to hold a dress. Could it really be? What kind of timing was this? I'm going to open it, Rita said, unveiling the gift. As expected, is a dress. The gift was a red dress. It was a kind of red that could be described as deep, refined, and perhaps wine-like. Wow, this crimson dress will look really good on you, my lady. My lack of vocabulary felt like it was on display. It's called crimson red, huh? I should have taken a color assessment or something. Well, I don't think it'll fit, I declared. Let's try it on. Rita was more aggressive than usual, and she pushed me to try on the dress. The sleeveless sheath silhouette design was perfect for my body shape. Wait, why does she know my size? And now we are at a section. I think I left my water by my dryer earlier. The day of the end of year party arrived, and students dressed to the nines were gathered in the hall at the academy. Looking at the glittering chandelier and the young men and women dancing in an open space underneath it left me dying to leave. The hall fell silent as I walked in. I continued walking into the venue without care, despite all the eyes I could feel gathering on me. Slowly, whispers started to buzz around, likely about things such as my dress being dyed crimson from blood splatter. It was easy to tell even without listening in. There was one person headed in my direction while everyone else kept their distance. Eleonora, who had been a bit far from where I was, made a beeline toward me upon spotting me entering the hall. She adored her dress, seemingly accustomed to this sort of event. Well, Eumelia, I guess you decided to attend after all, she said happily. Hello, Lady Eleonora. Did you not ask Patrick to escort you? I wanted to ask why Patrick Edwin wasn't escorting her. Well, Prince Edwin wasn't escorting her, but that was something I wouldn't say no matter what. I had confirmed that Patrick would be something I wouldn't say no. I had confirmed that Patrick would be attending, but other than that, we hadn't talked about the party at all. He was popular with the provincial aristocrats, regardless of gender, so there was a chance he had made plans to escort someone else. Why are you bringing up Patrick? I asked, genuinely confused. Is it because I don't spend time with anyone else? Eleanor needs to stop making everything about romance, huh? That's because you're... Eumelia, you came, a voice called out as if to interrupt Eleanor. I'll go somewhere else, so I don't bother you two, she said before hastily leaving the scene. Her consideration is unnecessary. There are no unrequited or recorded feelings between Patrick and me. I turned around to find Patrick, just as I had expected. I always recognized his voice. I kind of felt like coming, I explained, but I was just thinking that I would leave after all. Wearing this dress is actually a little embarrassing. Patrick hadn't responded to anything I said and stood there frozen and wide-eyed. Patrick? Oh, this illustration is pretty. And it's almost time for me to actually start getting dressed for work, which sucks. But look at her. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Look at this picture. She's so pretty. Look at how adorable she is in her dress. And we know it's like a nice deep red. But we're going to end it here on this page. So thank you all for joining me. We'll continue this chapter later because this is an extremely long chapter. And I know if I end it on here, even if I come back to this story days later, I'll know where I'm at. So yeah. So everyone, stay safe, stay healthy. Remember to drink your fluids. I'm still struggling job market wise. So if you want to see any of this stuff early, follow me on Patreon. I'm posting things early there. If you want to help support me, that would be great because I'm broke. I have Smashwords where I post my ebooks. I have an ebook I'm working on currently. And then I have my Redbubble if you want to get any of my art on products like stickers, notebooks, all that good stuff. There are socks. So, yeah. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being awesome. I just realized my mic has been up this whole entire time, so I'm not sure how the audio on this video is going to sound. So for that, I apologize. Hopefully it's not too much of a problem. So yeah, bye.